what the flock is cooking. Flock up and flock off. Not you stick around because it's about to go down and we back like we never left. Oh, yeah. The birds is on the buy. My words is on the buy. It is what it is. Fly Eagles Fly 24/7, 365. You know how I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. Let's fly and go. We got a lot of things to get into this therapy session for, man. I needed a lot. A lot of things been going on in the Eagleverse, in the NFC East verse, in the NFL, across the board, all kinds of things. So we're going to get into it, just a hodgepodge, a whole bunch of things. Because like I said, I need this therapy, y'all. Let's call it a pregame bird gang thing. That's what we're doing over here around the time, about the time, at this time. Let's fucking go. Dude, oh yeah, before we let's get the Nets keeping out of the way. It's been so long. How do we do this thing, man? Please like and subscribe if you bought that Fly Eagles Fly. Drop a comment in that box if you're flying with the flock, even if you're not. Do remember, join that Maniac thing. Know the gang, you hit that bell, you get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. And while that's the Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds you good vibes. Fly Eagle Fly skies. If you're not there, hope this helps you get there, because we about to go there. Oh yeah. Dude, I mean, we got some great news already. We breaking news. It's popping up. What the flock? Nolan Smith is back. So, yeah, we got additions. We got old dudes coming back, new dudes coming back, all kinds of things. It's such a good time. We got to see how this pans out tonight. So, yeah, let's just the top news out the way for the day. They said Jaire Alexander, he didn't travel with the team to Green Bay, so clearly, obviously, he won't be playing today. A lot of people were looking forward to that, seeing somewhat of a revenge game, seeing him going up against his old team. So what does this mean for the Eagles? It could possibly mean that Jacorian Bennett's out there getting his chance. Maybe Ringo's ironed out all the wrinkles and he's ready to be a three-ring circus cornerback. Like, for real, I don't know, man. But whatever Fangio got going, and of course, we're watching the replay of the Birds' last game we played. Birds versus the Wee Men. This NFC East is trash. Bon voyage to Brian Dable, though. Whoa, like this, all kinds of things just dropping today. It's nuts. No Jaire Alexander. We got Brian Dable booted up out of here. I really want him to stick around, man. I thought he was a good guy. Nick Sirianni looks up to him, sees him as like a good coach, man. And I just think the Giants didn't give him enough time. Yeah, I should have kept him around, man. He's a real live wire. He keeps the energy going on the sideline, if you will. So, dudes. That dude is crazy. But, yeah, he's up out of there, and then we'll see what the Wee Men do going along the line for the rest of the season. We saw your boy Jackson Dart get knocked up yesterday, concussion, and he's just a nut, part of that creatine Caucasians that they got over there. They're wild boys, man. Scatterbo running into people head first, and his quarterbacks juggling while dipping defenders like it's crazy. So, yeah, maybe Dable just didn't have these guys in the right place at the right time, doing what they needed to have done. And enough of them, whatever. Get them up out of here. So, yeah, just yet another team dropping in the NFC East. We also saw, I told y'all this at the beginning of the year, man, the AARP Commanders. You see that W? It's not a W, it's a AARP Commanders. In their traveling retirement home, brought their show on the road yesterday in Detroit. No, they were actually at home, man. I saw Janky Rondo talking like he doesn't even recall clapping once during the game. Is wild. Like except for give it up for our man service and all that. But dude, I said it at the beginning of the season. I just couldn't see this team. I told Cousin Maniac like dogs, Dusty Maniac. Bro, I don't think your team's making the playoffs. Put a wager on it. Like, put your money where your mouth is, man. And he was down with it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. And right now, he's saying it is what it is. I want that same energy that he had. I feel like sometimes the trash talking is better when you're losing, like, because you got something to fight for. You mad and like you got somewhere to project that anger, somewhere to project that animus, that animosity. You know what I mean? So, but, of course, like the suckers they are, you know what I'm saying? Cousin Maniac cousins, they ain't picking up the group chat. They don't want to talk no more because their teams is down and we up. Whatever. We even won when we on a bye week. We win when we ain't even playing, boy. What you talking about? Last week, that was last week. Everybody lost, but now this week some of those teams was playing each other, so they all couldn't lose. You know what I mean? They had to put the Bow Boys on snooze because they on their bye week now, and they made a bunch of dumb moves. I don't know what they're doing. Rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon. That was trash. Like, yo, mental health is real, man. So people, you know what I'm saying, like poo-poo at therapy. Do this, do something. Get it off your chest, get it off your nest. People let it out, man. Because so I placed, and I don't know too much about that, so I don't want to get too much into it, man. But shout out to, it's a Maniac Monday too, man. It's a game day. This is just dope. But enough about them. But no, like I said, the bum man they just, you get a bunch of dudes, man, that are over the hill, and then you playing with your food, bro. You playing in your quarterback's face. You got a dude, and Terry McLaurin, probably one of the top receivers in the league, and this happens time and time again, year after year after year. I don't know why teams do it. I don't know why they don't have any type of prevention to prevent these things from happening over and over again. A guy sits out, a guy comes into camp late, a guy gets a soft tissue injury, he's out most of the year. You saw it last year with Brandon Ayuk. That was extreme. That was on the extreme end of it. Way worse than what happened, what's going on with McLaurin. But who knows, things like that could lead to things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got soft tissue, quad, hamstring, something like that. You're compensating one end. I'm no doctor, but I tend to believe that things lend themselves to these occurrences. And then next thing you know, you got an ACL, MCL, something else. It's trash. Shout out to Big L. Big L's out there. Gang Green, Max B. The music out there in the world right now. If you're a hip hop fan, there's some wild stuff going. We got new Alchemists, all kinds of things dude. It's wild out there, y'all. And Max B is free. The wave is free. Gang Green, I know he's on another team. He flocking with him, you know what I'm saying? But regardless of what, if it's a green thing, it's a meat thing. I can't, you know what I'm saying? A little bit. But regardless of what, man, good news is, after all that BS, they're just the old team. And I'm going to leave it with that where that's at. And the Bow Boys, they did what they did. And while they doing what they doing, we got one from Miami. Shout out to Max B. Jalen Phillips is now an Eagle. That's going to look crazy on the line. He is a monster. I didn't know, you don't know until you driving you get a Subaru Forester, right? You get your Subaru Forester. Next thing you know, you ain't never seen these things nowhere before. You think yours is the freshest and nicest. It's the only one you ever seen. Next thing you know, everybody in the block, everybody in the world is riding around the Subaru Foresters, and you start to notice, really take inventory of yo, how dope these Subaru Foresters are. I don't know why I went that route, but you get what I'm saying. So wasn't paying attention to Jalen Phillips like that because he wasn't on our team. He flashed a little bit against us. I believe last time we played him, he got a sack. Things like that. However, seeing him on your team and your colors, wearing your numbers, bro, he's a monster, bro. It's going to be crazy. And, he's that full football player dude, much in the vein of a Josh Sweat, someone that can stop the run, set the edge, get sacks, put pressure, like a multi-tooled player, bro. So it's super dope. I can't wait to see how this pans out. We're hoping. I'm hearing a lot of people say it's going to be plug and play with him. Coming off the edge, having a rush. He doesn't have to learn as much as perhaps a Jaire Alexander would have to learn, sets in. I believe there's just more mechanisms going on the back end of the defense as opposed to just setting a dude out there and telling him, sick him. Stick him. It could get real crazy, and I just can't wait to see that tonight. So, yeah, we acquired him, got Jaire Alexander over there, picked up a slot corner from the Jets, Michael Carter II, who the Jets just paid. They paid a lot of guys. I got rid of a lot of guys. And I just, of course, I look at the world through eagle color glasses, have a bit of a bias, but I just felt like we definitely won the bye week. And then I heard, 500 and Lord Brunson speaking to the trades. And I believe it was 500 who said, bro, this dude did, Howie Roseman did in a week what some teams don't do in the offseason. 3 acquisitions. This is some offseason stuff. And he's doing this, and not to mention, 9 trades since training camp. This dude doesn't stop. Howie never sleeps, man. Howie busting the stupid dope moves. Howie Potter waving his magic wand. He don't call him Howie no more, bro. Call him Howie. He busts a stupid dope move. He worked for Jeff Steban Laurie, bro. And they doing whatever they got to do to make this team better. And you can't get mad at it. A lot of people are saying, when they did that with Quinn and then they did it with this one and that one, it doesn't work. But that doesn't mean you don't try. You got to try, T-Rex. You must try. And then you think back to, the correlation. And this one is that back when we made the big move, we were one of the first teams to start doing this when we got Jaire from Miami. Got another one from Miami. Yeah. So doing that led us to a Super Bowl. And hopefully we can follow in that same vein, and hopefully Jalen Phillips can bring that same type of energy that Jaire brought over to us back then. But, these things aren't, especially similar and all that. Things are definitely different. But, the end goal is the end goal, and the main thing is the main thing. And that's where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny preparing, putting on shows for our last game of the season. You know what I'm saying? This is what we must have happen. In order to make these things happen, people like Howie must do the things that they do. Jeff Steban must give him the privilege, the luxury, the license to do what we need to do to get this team better. And that's what they did in this bye week. And not to mention, y'all already know we have to pull it off the hanger. What? The boy is back, and you're going to be in trouble. She don't want no puppy. She want a big dog. What? He's back, y'all. And And that's why I had to do this pregame thing, because I have a feeling that I might blow a gasket tonight. It's probably going to be late to do a post-game bird game thing, depending on how things go. And plus, I'm starting to feel like something coming on already. Chilling out, wilding out with the homies yesterday. You know, had 2 stress-free weekends. So I got out the nest, went and checked some games with the boys and all that. So, you know, when that happened, too much dapping, and next thing you know, you hacking. So, I just want to make sure I get something out here because it's been a while and I needed this therapy. I need to reach out, touch the people, converse with the birds, and get these verses off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just feeling great. It's a great game, and one of the biggest, best newses to come across my Eagle vision is Nolan Smith is activated tonight. I saw he was activated to the 53. So albeit we may not see Jaire for his first time in this bird green, you feel me? In the midnight greens, you feel me? We still gonna see Nolan Smith. Yeah, and that's a big deal. And a lot of people are saying, like, what Nolan Smith and Jalen Phillips could look like on the field at the same time would be wild. But from my understanding, I believe they both play off the same side. However, I do believe that Jalen Phillips, being that he's older than Nolan Smith, he's a vet. And I've seen them move him along different places along the line in Miami. So we could see Vic could get sick with it and go crazy and try some new different things or keep it conventional, whatever the case may be. I just can't wait to see. It's like Christmas, dog. We're opening up a new defense to a certain extent. Like, what's going to happen? You know, when you see us, DG, Dallas got it out here killing them too, man. It is wild, bro. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So Goddard. Yeah, man. Remember, it's so good. You got to switch it up. So Goddard. Yeah. So we got to get ready to see what's going to happen tonight because much like I was about to say, Michael Carter being a slot dude, and he's more of a zone slot guy, which lends it to being better for our defense, being that Vic plays a lot of zones, to my understanding. I'm saying watching games, but, you know, kind of crazy. So you got that going on, and Michael Carter perhaps going in the slot and DeJean going to the outside. Like, he can do it. He did it in college, so this could be wild. We got a DraftKings game coming through, man. We're going to have some flocking fun tonight. The Bills jacked up the parlays yesterday. Oh my. And I wonder what people are going to say now. You know, they had those guys flying up and they're the most talented team, this and that and the third. And the things that we hear, bro, like the Rams is this, that, and the third. Like, who are they really like beating out here, y'all? Y'all need to calm down. But I ain't gonna say the dude was chilling with yesterday. Homie asked me, he said, yo, but like, who'd y'all really beat though? KC, Tampa, LA. You know, oh, but when'd you be? So, okay, so we just moving goalposts left and right, man. Like, bro, just let it happen. Go to sleep and let it happen. And that's what we're doing to all these moles out here, all these suckers, all these punks, man. So that's just how I feel right now. I'm about to dunk on these dudes. 45, I'm feeling a 45, man. 45 been on my mind all day, man. Feeling we're going to throw a fat 45 on these boys, man, especially being that theater ones on that sucker, you feel me, trying to get the push, you know, the brotherly shove up out of here. Like, man, stop wilding, stop hating. You know, like, if they could do it, they would do it. Like, no one's keeping no other teams from doing this thing. So that's the thing that drives me crazy. I know it's probably going to be gone, and I'm cool with that. I've come to acceptance. You feel me? But it's not out of anything of merit. It's real sucker because one team could do something and other teams can't. It's cheating. What are we talking about here? And then you hear a sucker defender like, no defenders want to see the touch push coming. Like, no, we don't want to see that. You don't never hear no defender saying that. Like, what? Of course not. This dude is, I don't even want to go. Yeah, man, he's a whole nut, and just it doesn't strike me of the ilk of the mindset of a defender. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand being mad, but complaining and whining, man, that's not football-esque, my boy. And I can't see a play that's more football than the brotherly shove. You know, people want to poo-poo it and say things like, you got another man touching another man's butt. Dude, the sport consists of a man putting his hands in a man's crotch to get a ball. What are we talking about here? Like, shut the flock up, for real. But enough of that. It's just good to be back here and see. We need to get that on my chest. See, I'm starting to cold sweats and sick sweats already, bro. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing going, get this game going. Watch and have a good time and shout out to everybody, man. Pregame bird gang thing, man. Shout out to the whole crew, flock up and flock off. You already know how we do, man. Till the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it green time. You know what I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. It's always eagles and clocks around here. Or be eagle eye, poke your beak in and give it don't poke your beak, yeah. Looks like I did. I got a freaking volcano on my. What the fuck is going on, brother? But yeah, man, say it with me before we get it up out of here, y'all. EAGLES, Eagles. Go Birds, fly, fly, let's fly and go.